Good evening, everybody. We are live, 2018 NFL Draft. We're ready to go, ready to rock. Donnie Rightside here, live betcast. We haven't done one of these in a while. We're going to take you through the NFL Draft live and direct from Dallas, Texas, Jerry World, Arlington. Going to be an exciting night, Donnie. We'll break the picks down. We'll give you our instant feedback. We'll talk about our props, where people are going. It's a fun night for these kids. Their dreams do come true.
No, I'm really looking forward to it. A lot of, smoke screens are going to come to an end over the next half hour, at least from the top 2-3 picks, 1, 2, and 3 as we go. Hard to believe Baker Mayfield's going to go number 1, but this is what the fun of the draft is. And I got it on there. One screen is going to be on ESPN, the other's on the NFL Network. So we'll have some fun as it goes through, but a lot of anticipation to see who that number 1 overall pick is going to be.
Yeah, draft is a great time. One of the fun times of the year. You kind of sit back. You don't have to worry about point spreads. You don't got to worry about anything like that. You just sit back, see where these kids are going to go. Hopefully your football team's improved. You see all the things along the way. It should be fun. We welcome everyone in. Turn down ESPN. Turn down whatever you're watching. And, watch us. We'll hit you from a sports betting angle. I have plenty of props that are currently underway and will be underway. And look, I made it clear. I probably could tell you something about every person in this draft. So, we'll take it the whole way through, Donnie. The common consensus as the day is on is that the Cleveland Browns are going to take Baker Mayfield. Look, we've talked ad nauseum about that being a failure. I've talked ad nauseum about, I think the Cleveland Browns have the real ability to really become a pretty decent football team. They went out and they got some skill position players. The defense already was pretty decent. You get better 1 year later. You really have the ability with the top 2 of the top 4 picks to make your football team really improve. And like we've talked about, they have 4 picks in the first 35. There's a lot of good players you can get in 4 picks and really make yourself a good football team. But again, is anyone surprised that they're going to find a way to screw this up?
No, I'm not surprised. It'd be hilarious. If they go Baker Mayfield number 1 and then the Giants compound that by going Barkley 2, it would be a hilarious start to the draft for me with all these quarterbacks that are looking to go. I'm looking forward to it, man. So the sooner they get to this first pick, the better for me.
Yeah, and I think we should set a few ground rules here. Look, we're doing a show live, okay? Don't be the douche that comes in here and gives out the picks before they come out. Like, don't be that guy. Obviously we're trying to stream this thing, Donnie. That would be the best thing. Because I know there's 2 morons on Twitter that do that. Like, we want to sit there and just scroll through Twitter and wait for them to put the picks out. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah. Let's just see how it goes. But Donnie, I ask you, obviously you're a diehard Philadelphia Eagles fan. You don't think that the Eagles should trade?
There is a caveat to that. Like if you have Sony Michel or Darius Geis on the board at 32, I think they should make the pick because your window is now. You're the world champions. You're the best team in football. You need to keep reloading. But if those guys aren't there and just going to draft, a cornerback or something like that, I don't mind trading back because outside of a running back at this point, who can actually start for the Philadelphia Eagles and be an impact right away? So if those 2 guys are off the board, Jeff, at 32, I'm all about trading back.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think you do make the good caveat that, look, if Geis is there, I think you have to take Darius Geis. He'd be the best player on the board. I think he will be there. I think all those guys you mentioned will be there. I think Geis is there. I think Michel's there. Nick Chubb will be there. They're going to have the ability to do it. Do they want a kind of a collective of picks? They want 2 picks in the second round. You can get really good talent in the second round, Donnie. Second round is a different animal than it was years ago. The second round is chock full of talent. Third round's chock full of talent. It would be nice to see the Eagles grab a pick or 2 on the second day here. Plenty of good players that you can grab there. But obviously the big news is the Cleveland Browns, and we have some nervous Cleveland Brown fans checking in. Joey Lichtel, nervous Browns fan checking in. Yeah, well, look, you feel bad for those kind of people, those Cleveland Brown people. They can only do so much. They can only handle so much. You'd hope that at some point they make the right decision. Looks like YouTube. We're having a little trouble with YouTube, surprisingly. Just refresh the page. You should be fine. I did.
It'll probably, I mean, it's just what it's going to do for the rest of the, it'll probably click on at one point, but as long as you can hear us, I can hear Jeff can hear me, and I'm assuming everybody out there, I don't hear anybody having any issues with the audio. As long as that's there, we'll have some fun. It'll come on when it comes on, but it looks like they're ready to kick the draft off. We'll have some fun. Now, see, again, set some ground rules tonight. I'll be on for at least the first 10 picks. We have a nice 1 hour and 45-minute window here, so we could BS, go over a couple topics, talk whatever you want tonight. Any baseball comes up, which I'm really not too involved in tonight, but if that does come up, NHL, NBA, we'll have some fun. We'll kick it around because, again, in the first round, there is a lot of dead time there, but we'll have some fun. This is exactly what we waited for all year long.
Yeah, I mean, I fully, Donnie, he's free to do what he wants. I'm willing to stay on until Gabe Morency comes on at 10 o'clock. If that's maybe 9:45-ish, we should get through a lot of picks by then. So, yeah, I mean, instant, kind of analysis here. Donnie, I got a feeling some surprises are going to happen. What about you?
Yeah, they always surprises. I mean, you never know where anybody's going behind the scenes in this one. You might get a surprise right off the bat. And how about this, Jeff? I want to, while they're introducing some guys up there, I can't hear what they're saying because obviously we're doing a show at this point. But I liked when the Cleveland Browns came out, Jeff, and did their GM actually say, I knew who I was going with 6 weeks ago, but I didn't tell anybody about it. So I just let everybody around the building think they had input and could do whatever they want. And I let those guys in, a little bit later in the process, but I knew. That's hilarious, man.
Yeah, well, look, listen, we don't know what they're going to do. That could be all smoke screens, A little nervous about laying 280 on the Big 12 prop. Go get a dog then if you're scared. Grow some balls, Varnum. You got to lay some wood sometimes. But Donnie, let me flip to you quickly. Obviously, the Browns are on the clock. But Goodell should be booed hard. He's a fucking hack. What are some props you're on, Donnie?
Yeah, props that I'm on tonight. I mean, we announced them on the show the other day, just going over it with the roundtable, just some interesting stuff. Geis under 32.5, which, I can't imagine Darius Geis getting out of the first round, which is what that's going to take to lose that wager. Also, Saquon Barkley under 5.5 to go. Obviously, if he lasts through pick 6, you would lose that. I can't see Saquon Barkley going past the 5th pick in that. Over 1.5 running backs in the first round. Sony Michel is going to be up there. Darius Geis is going to be up there. Obviously, you already have a built-in one with Barkley. I think that goes over the number. And also, just a flyer that I took the other day at Josh Allen to be the number 1 overall pick at plus 225, which doesn't look bad now because he was up to plus 500 at some points here. But we'll see who actually goes over. Those were taken on Wednesday, so the 5 that I'm interested in. Welcome into the chat box out there. Matthew Guan, White Sports Fans, Larry, David Hutton, Vitalis, Brandon Cummings, Melvin Batantis, The Real TC, B. Mac McKay, Lloyd. A lot of this chat here and stuff like this, I don't even know if I'm getting any video. We're getting any video actually through on YouTube, but we'll go ahead and we'll see what happens here and comes up. But yes, we do agree that Goodell is a bozo. Sports Fan says, my man Donnie running low on energy drinks. He probably got the frozen screen up there that actually shows something in the background there at that point on that. But yeah, hey, welcome in everybody. We'll have some fun. We'll chop it up for a little bit, see what takes place, man.
Yeah, just to throw some of these out, I am on. I've talked about. Look, I mean, there are not 3 Big 12 players getting drafted. I mean, I don't care if it's 1 to 5. I would take it. It's not going to happen. I've talked about Calvin Ridley. I think he'll be drafted within the first 15 picks. We'll go through some of these throughout the. That was actually my roundtable pick, Donnie. The Big 12 one. Quarterbacks taken under 5.5. I'm very high on that one. I'd be blown away if Mason Rudolph's a first-round pick. Georgia players taken under 1.5. I really like that one. Plus 180 I got on that, Donnie. I think Roquan Smith's it.
I don't think that guy.
Yeah, I don't think the 2 running backs are going to get drafted. Maybe Isaiah Wynn, offensive guard. I could see maybe late, but I'll take the plus money there. I also have Geis, first running back drafted after Barkley. Denzel Ward, first DB drafted, and then the Ridley under 19.5. Let's see what else some people are on. Where are we going here? Baker number 1 at plus 2,100. Look, screenshotter didn't happen. That's great if you do though. Good for you. I got under 5.5 QBs. Yeah, that's a really strong one. Ridley to Cowboys, I don't think will be there, unfortunately. Though I think you're going to be happy. I think they're going to either go linebacker or receiver. DJ Moore, a great option. Cortland Sutton, a good option. And could also go Van Der Esch.
No, you're right about it. I mean, the Van Der Esch one's kind of interesting, Jeff, when you look at it overall, isn't it? You know, some people have that red flag up. Is his neck okay? Is his neck not okay? It's really interesting.
Yeah, Van Der Esch healthy is, I mean, very Luke Kuechly.
Yes,
yeah. Yes. You know, I've heard Brian Urlacher, a lot of really good ones. Spenny Mack has Baker. Spenny Mack has like seemingly every prop, which I'm not even sure. Who is Spenny Mack? Is that a listener of ours or?
I don't know. Never heard the name before. I'm not sure.
If I know, think you're who you're talking about. I feel like he has everyone at number one. I feel like he just bets everyone. Maybe I'm wrong. Browns are on the clock here. Look, I always wonder, like, why do we need to give them 3 or 4 minutes or whatever it is? I mean,
they had damn near 3 months to get ready for this pick. Like it should, like your pick should be. It should be like the Browns are on the clock and I have their pick right here in my pocket. Isn't that what it should be?
What do they give you? 10 minutes now to make a pick?
Yeah, it's 10 minutes first round. Yeah,
right. Is that always normal?
No, it used to be 15.
Fucking hell. Yeah. I always thought it was like 3. Why did I think it was 3?
Later in the draft, it goes. I think day 2 is 5 minutes per round, like second round, but the first round's 10 minutes per pick. Yeah.
Nick Papa Georgia, Spenny Mack's the guy that always turns into game righteous. Well, that narrows it down. I mean, it's not like what's he, the only guy that does that, Nick? He's the guy that tunes in to Gabe shows. Oh, cool. I guess that narrows it down.
I still don't have my YouTube. Do you have your YouTube up, by the way? Must be just me.
YouTube is fun. Odds the Browns go over the clock and have to forfeit the pick. Hey, I mean, they do screw a lot of things up.
That'd be pretty funny, man.
Yeah, there is way too much time. Very odd. I don't know why they need 10 minutes. Maybe we could have the first 2 rounds instead of just 1.
Well, the first pick doesn't need 10 minutes. Everybody else does because you still, 10 minutes gives you a little bit of chance to wheel and deal and field phone calls, and trade off between 2 or 3 teams that you're looking at. I get that, but the first pick should not have any time on the goddamn clock.
Yeah. Couple of names also to keep your eye on. I'm very high. Vita Vea. I like him a lot. I think he's an all-pro waiting to happen. Donnie, 350. 6'5", 350.
Yeah.
A hawking human being.
Yeah.
Says he loves his steak. So he likes his protein. We talk Leighton Van Der Esch, like him a lot. I'm pretty high on I mean, obviously a lot of people are high on Quenton Nelson. Ryan, Donnie, I talked to Ryan. You know my boy Ryan. Ryan is a very good NFL guy. Played in high school, long-term in high school. Was an offensive lineman. He told me, Donnie, that Quenton Nelson, he's not seen a player like him in many years. I mean, just a complete road grader. I think whoever gets Quenton Nelson is going to have a long, successful future in the league. I think the Bears, you might need to protect Mitch Trubisky. That might be a great pick for them. I mentioned DJ Moore. DJ Moore, really good football player. Good talent. Reminds you a lot of Stephon Diggs, former Maryland player. And then Harold Landry out of Boston College. Good edge rusher. Might fit for the New England Patriots. They like their BC people. That might be a good spot for him. But, Donnie, before we get into, obviously, the draft, we got a little time here. And I want you to obviously let me know when the pick's coming out. But Gabe Morency kind of made me aware of this. I wanted to go over with you just a couple of the just hideous blunders that Mel Kiper's made over the years with his picks or lack of. Take a listen to some of these. In 1998, he said Ryan Leaf's attitude would be an asset in the NFL. He said Jamarcus Russell could be a top 5 NFL quarterback. It was John Elway-like at the draft.
Yeah, no, I'm sure he's had some doozies. That's pre-Twitter too.
Promised in 2010 to retire in 8 years if Jimmy Clausen wasn't a successful NFL quarterback. So this would be the 8 years. So time to hit the road there, Mel. Also predicted Ricky Stanzi would have the best career of the class of 2011. Ricky Stanzi, do you ever know where he is now, Donnie?
Ricky Stanzi, no, the wonderful quarterback from Iowa. I do not know where he's at.
Ricky Stanzi plays for the Calgary Stampeders, and from what I understand, he does not have a starting job. Yeah. Couple other ones here. He predicted that Akili Smith would be a great NFL player. he ranked Aaron Curry the top overall prospect in the 2009 NFL draft. I'll admit I was on that level as well. I thought Aaron Curry coming out of Wake was a can't-miss kind of guy at linebacker. A lot of people compared him to some of the great linebackers we've seen.
Yeah.
One or two others here. He also said that Andre Wadsworth
Florida State, right?
Yes. He compared him to Bruce Smith.
Mm-hmm.
That never happened. Called Kajana Carter the next Bo Jackson. Also said that Wes Welker's not worth the second-round pick. I don't care how much you like his work ethic. He's done nothing to show a trade value that high. Yeah. So some of the many complete.
And the pick is in, Jeff. It says the pick is in for the Browns.
Well, here we go. I predict it will be Baker Mayfield here at number 1.
I'm going to have to turn on my TV a little bit to hear it.
Why don't you turn that volume up, Donnie?
Let me know if you can even hear it in the background at all. Can you hear it at all?
Yeah, I hear it fine.
There you go. So the pick is in, Jeff. It's going to take 35 years to get to the stage because they're in Dallas.
That's a complete, really ridiculous comparison. Drew Brees. Come on, man, with that. Are you kidding? Why don't you compare him to Johnny Manziel, but he's not even as good as him? Fucking hack.
Come on, man. Get this pick on the board, man. You say the pick is in, it should already be on the goddamn screen.
Piper has one job, 365 days a year to prepare, and constantly sounds like a buffoon. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine that being your only job, right?
I like how they give us that little
yeah.
That's how we know, kind of shut up. Everyone shut up.
The pick is in, but yeah, we don't know. Come on, dude. Please go Baker Mayfield.
Oh my God, please.
I'm not even looking at the chat box right now. I'm just gonna watch.
Me either. I'm not either when this comes up.
I'm not even refreshing my stuff either.
The Cleveland Browns select Baker Mayfield.
Oh my God!
Oh, what a complete mess! What a complete utter mess! What a shit show of an organization! I'll tell you. Look at this fans; they're sick.
What's the disease that where you like always poison your kid or you're always poison yourself, like Munchausen, were they talking about the other day on the radio? Is that what the Browns fans and organization has? Like, we never want to get better, we always want to be sick. Oh my God!
Amazing. Again, we're set back years on end with this team. Christ, where the hell is he?
No, he's not there. Remember, he doesn't want any TV or anybody. He's not even going to get interviewed. Yeah,
that's. I want to try to look like I'm like respectful and cool, and I'm not going to go be like that.
It's an emotional family moment. Nothing to do with any of you people out there.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I can't even believe it.
Shut the hell up! Comparable to Russell Wilson. Get the hell out of here with that.
What?
God, what an idiot!
What an idiot! Comparable to Russell Wilson. Myself.
Yeah, Donnie's compared to him too. He's comparable to Johnny Manziel, except he's not as good.
Yeah, how about that? Oh, I can't believe they just did that. I can't believe that. It's great. That's great theater. That's just the Browns. Right, the Browns suck, man. Jesus God.
What a filthy disease fan base.
Ooh.
What an organization. Wow. I mean, when you're compared to Doug Flutie, I mean, not a lot of confidence there. What are your thoughts on Doug Flutie, Donnie? He was kind of your heyday.
Oh, I like Doug Flutie. Doug Flutie, yeah, but the good part about Doug Flutie, Jeff, he's one of the guys that nobody said you're allowed to do anything, like was great in college. He was a tiny, tiny guy and always played that role, and nobody seemed to want him, whether it was like the San Diego Chargers or the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are supplanting this guy who got you to the playoffs for a backup quarterback once you get in there. It was really funny to watch the whole Doug Flutie's career because nobody wanted him. It's like, dude, you're too short. We don't want you here. But yet he was always the best option. That's what always made me laugh.
I guess, and I tried to find this all day. I just don't see how anything that he does translates to the next level. He's strictly a benefit of the system that he ran against poor defenses. That's all he is. I mean, and yeah. What are you going to try to be the team that got the quarterback that did well out of the Big 12? It doesn't happen. They're all just creatures of havoc. That's why they're good. They have 70% completion percentages because all they do is throw little out routes and shit. They're not making difficult throws. He doesn't make difficult throws, Baker Mayfield. He's a completely completely creature of havoc just because he was in the right system. It's not going to work. I don't know why people continue to act like it's going to. They want to be the guy that says, oh, I picked it. It was right. You're not going to be right. It's not going to work. He's not big enough. He has a bad attitude. Oh, he's a winner. What did he win? What did he win, really?
I'm not really understanding the actual pick from a philosophy standpoint for them either. You're going to play in freezing cold weather and the wind's out there. Does he have an absolute howitzer cannon? No. He's a smaller type guy. But, Jeff, we talked about it earlier. Riddle me this. We're playing poker here. Nobody outside of you wants Baker Mayfield at number 1, right? So isn't the proper smoke screen, we're going Darnold number 1. And all of a sudden that phone rings from like the Jets. We want him. What's it going to take? All right, throw in 2 twos and give me your number 3 pick this year, and you could trade up and take him. The Giants come in and scoop up. Who the hell knows what it's going to be? You pick up extra picks and also get Mayfield at 3, and then you still have your 4th pick. Did I miss something? What did I miss here? Nobody wanted Baker Mayfield at 1 except you. Why are you taking him at 1? If you play poker, you have pocket aces, do you push your entire chip base into the center immediately when you see your 2 aces? No, you slow play it and get a much better deal. Goodness gracious, man.
You're totally right. He's a Big 12 quarterback. Most quarterbacks in the Big 12 don't know how to transition to the NFL level. Exactly. I mean, there's nothing that he does. I mean, people always say to me, oh, he can get out of the pocket and run around. But we don't want that in the NFL. We want someone that could sit in the pocket and make a throw. Someone that can go.
Is in, Jeff, already. They're ready to go.
Barkley.
Turn it up.
Meanwhile, we got to go. The next pick is in. Here's Commissioner.
That's perfect sound, Donnie.
Yep. Going to keep that on. I'm not looking at any screens. I don't want any screens. I just want to watch it.
It must be Barkley. It has to be.
With the second pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Saquon.
Yes!
It's got to be. It's had to be. Had to be.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean I'm happy they did that. I'm not from a fan perspective because I don't want to see the guy 2 times a year. But the truth of the matter is they need a running back. They need a home run hitter. They need, and I know they don't have an offensive line. They did go out and get Nate Solder, which is a nice pickup. Donnie, but you would agree. I mean, I don't want to hear about Brandon Jacobs. Since Tiki Barber, they have not had a good football player at running back. It's time to get that. You need it. It's going to help you win football games. Look at Ezekiel Elliott. Look at Fournette. Look at Gurley. It's very important anymore. But many people in SBR don't think running back actually matter. Your thoughts?
No, you cut out there. No, I heard you on that one. And the reason being, a lot of people say, well, Saquon Barkley is the actual best player in the draft, Jeff. Would you agree?
Oh, for sure.
Yes, and I technically would agree there, but a lot of different circumstances. Your offensive line for the Giants blows. Your quarterback blows. That's how you win football games. How can you get the most dynamic back in the league with an awful offensive line? I don't understand it. That's why I don't understand that pick there, which, again, from an Eagles fan perspective, this is a home run for us in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I mean, look, and here's the thing. I mean, you've made it also clear that you don't like Davis Webb. I mean, you didn't go to Davis Webb last year when you benched Eli Manning. Yeah, it is a bit concerning from their standpoint. Look, I think they just kind of feel like, look, I mean, we need to take some pressure off Eli. Keep in mind, Donnie, I think we have to remember they had a ton of injuries last year. They didn't exactly have Jerry Rice and Michael Irvin to throw to. I mean, you're throwing to guys like Dominic Martin or whoever these people are, just random nobodies that aren't going to make this football team. I mean, I do give Eli that respect, but look, I mean, they're going to have to address it at some point. They do have the 34th pick. Maybe Mason Rudolph's your decision there. Maybe you take a shot on a quarterback there. But look, Barkley's the best player. He's transcendent. He had to be made, and I've made that clear since I put my drafts out. I knew they would go here. He had to go here. I think he'll fit well. He's from the Bronx. He played at Penn State. He's from the area. He's Barry Sanders-esque. I mean, it's really not a ridiculous notion. I'm excited for the Giants, and from a football standpoint, I think it's a great pick.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, you can't get mad at the pick because of the talent that the kid has. But when you're trying to build a football team the right way, it starts at quarterback and offensive line. And the fact that you're up at the 2 spot shows you your quarterback is a trash can, and he's old at the same time. You have nothing in the pipeline. Davis Webb is not – that guy couldn't even beat Geno Smith, Jeff, as you talk there. So if that's going to be the future at quarterback for the Giants, it's a win for the NFC East. If they come up with Darnold and he hits, if he comes up with Josh Allen, Jeff, and he hits, if they come up – even if they got Rosen at that spot, I would be furious as an Eagle fan because I know in a couple years they will be legitimate at quarterback, and that's how you win football games now. No quarterback, no offensive line. Have as many running backs. The Giants haven't had a running game, it seems like, in 15 years back there because A, the quarterback stinks, and B, the line stinks. If they would have rebuilt that offensive line, I would have liked it. Like if the Cowboys were picking and they got Saquon Barkley, like, you know what, damn it. That's why Zeke worked, because they had a really good offensive line. Their offensive line is going to get Barkley killed next year.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, obviously they could still make a move or two, get someone in, but it is tough. I will say, Donnie, I think at 34, I think it's very feasible to see them go offensive line there. I mean, you can get, like I said, Isaiah Wynn, Colton Miller. They're a very good offensive linemen around that pick. Will Hernandez. There are some real options there. They're not done. They got still a couple picks here early on they can make. And they're going to improve their offensive line as well. But, Donnie, this is where it gets interesting. The number 3 pick, the New York Jets, a team that, look, I think they can be the team to really help themselves here. Do the right thing and take Josh Rosen. Do the right thing for New York. Do the right thing for your football team. Do the right thing for Green and White Nation. It's time to man up and say, we're going to change the outlook on our football team. We're going to stop with the Josh McCowns and the Bryce Petties and the shitheads and all the losers. And we're going to go with a winner. We're going to go with a guy that we know can be a long-term quarterback in this league. Let's go with Josh Rosen. Let's go with a winner. Josh Rosen goes here.
Yeah, it's an interesting pick. Yeah. I mean, I love Josh Rosen. I think he's the best. I mean, Saquon's the best overall talent in the draft. Don't get me wrong. But quarterback-wise, if I have my druthers and I'm number 1 overall and I'm taking a quarterback, I don't know how it's not, Jeff. I can't even explain. Like, it was like caught me so off guard when you saw like the retweets of Adam Schefter this morning saying that they're going Mayfield. It was almost like it was a joke or like somebody just put that out there to leak the story. It was amazing. I think
that was look, Mayfield going number 1 was the best thing that could happen to the New York Jets. If your fan base if you're the fan of the New York Jets, you got to be very happy that happened. Who knows though? They're another team that bottles it a lot, so it won't surprise me. Chris Blanchard, I still can't believe Mayfield. LOL. I can. I mean, they're a disease. That's what they are as an organization. They're just a team that enjoys losing. They're mired in mediocrity and ineptness. That's what they are.
Pick us in for the Jets, Jeff. Let's listen in.
I always like these videos, Donnie. Them going through like Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, I love when they show that. I do like that.
Where's Fireman Ed?
Yeah, he was banned from the stadium for a while, Jeff. Bad fan. They let him back in, I think.
Was he mobbed up?
Nah, he was just, making nasty comments and not being a real fan and giving
Good
it up.
Good for him. He should be able to do that. What, he can't make bad comments about your team?
No, he basically renounced his fandom and then tried to get it back.
Oh, that's weak.
Yeah, it is weak.
Chad Pennington, Christ.
All right, come on. Get up on the stage, damn it.
The Jets are poised to make the pick that they believe will allow them to compete.
All right, let's see what we got here.
In the AFC East. Commissioner Goodell is approaching the podium.
Here we go.
Trade, Donnie?
No, it can't be.
It's got to be Rosen.
It'd be hilarious if it was a trade. Here we go.
With the 3rd pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Sam Darnold.
Wow.
Sam Darnold to the Jets, Jeff. There you go.
Yeah, I don't hate the pick.
You can't hate it. No, it's yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of average on him. I don't hate it. The pick. I don't like the pick. It's just kind of average. I would have went Rosen, frankly, but I don't hate it. I mean, he's a Pro Bowl caliber player. I think he can get to that point. Great size. has the Andrew Luck characteristics.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as quarterback, he looks just like what you want. 6'3", 220, big kid, good progression.
Big school, slinging around. Yeah.
The problem is, the USC factor, the inability at times to not turn the football over. It's frankly quite alarming at times. Donnie, in the last 20 games he's thrown 20 interceptions.
No, that was the knock. I mean, that's what we all talk about in the NFL. The last thing you want is a guy who's turnover prone, because that's what you're trying to avoid at this point. I know they say, he throws the ball a little bit weird. He always drops the ball down low as opposed to keeping it high. But when you look at a kid who has all the tools that can be a really good NFL quarterback, that's a great move, because we all laughed at the Jets, right? When they make the trade to get up to 3, there might not even be the quarterback they want at 3. Why did you actually move up and do it? I think if you ask Jets fans or the Jets themselves, a month and a half ago, whenever that deal was done, Jeff, if Darnold was at 3, they got to be loving life right now. That's probably exactly who they didn't think would be there. And we're like, oh my God, we got a miracle.
I mean, he does make very poor decisions at times. The ball security is the biggest concern. It's a major issue. 13 interceptions, 9 fumbles in one season. And that's really poor. He must clean that up at the next level. But Donnie, I think if you're a Jets fan, you have to be happy. This is not Geno Smith. It's not Taylor Hackenberg. It's not Bryce Petty. You got to feel pretty happy. If it fails, it fails. There's nothing you can do. But on the surface, it's a good pick for the Jets. So far, it's a B+. Good pick. I would have took Rosen, but, that's just me. He must be a stud. His grandpa's name is Dick Hammer. I guess that goes a long way.
Yeah, we'll see how I like it. I like it's a value pick there. You didn't think he was going to be there. You could have argued, Jeff, 2 days ago, Darnold was the #1 overall pick. You get him at 3, and you're nothing without a quarterback, as opposed to the Giants going running back. Great pick for the Jets, because if he turns out to be a good player, maybe one day, Jeff, somebody will beat the New England Patriots.
Yeah, I mean, but I think at this point, you look at the New York Jets and you say to yourself, and if you're Darnold, I mean, I'm looking at the team that I'm going to, and I'm saying to myself, well, it's nice I'm drafted and I'm going to make a lot of money, but now we got to kind of get to the point of, what am I going to do now? And there's not a lot of weapons on this football team. I mean, you're going to have to really, really help themselves. I mean, they don't have a lot of position players that you could be excited about. Maybe Jermaine Kearse, who's just average. There's no big play knockouts on this team. They have little running game. I mean, Donnie, Bilal Powell's still in the NFL. I mean, that's pretty amazing.
Bilal runs pretty hard, though. But yeah, I like it. I like where it's going.
Where's your home run hitter? Where's your big play offensive guy? And the problem for the Jets now is you don't have a pick for a long time. But we'll see. It's a good pick. Not great, good.
Yeah, I'll take it if it's in for them. So we got, Jeff, here's the other more intriguing pick. We've been waiting on these first 4 right here. Now you have Cleveland coming back around at this point. They have their quarterback. Do you just go standard? Because I think it's Chubb right now is where you have to go. You put together a nice pass rush there when you have Myles Garrett along with Chubb, one on each side there. You have your quarterback. You hope it works out. That's the way I would build through it there. But we'll see what the Cleveland Browns do. If they trade out, I will laugh my ass off if Cleveland trades out and wants more picks, a little bit later in the draft.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where else you would go. It has to be Chubb. You're not going to take another quarterback. You're not going to go for defensive backs here. There's no other pick here but Chubb. I would be completely floored if they – but I'll tell you what, Donnie, this group, the disease of an organization that they are, it wouldn't surprise me to see them take Josh Allen here. It wouldn't surprise me at all. Really, it would not blow me away at all. Just like, oh, well, and what does that tell you to Baker Mayfield? Oh, well, we don't even believe in you enough. Even though we took you #1, we still think we're going to go somewhere else. It's got to be Chubb. If it's not Chubb, I would be floored.
And also, you take a look at, what Cleveland's trying to do. I don't even understand. Are you telling me that you drafted #1 overall Baker Mayfield and he's going to sit a year behind Tyrod Taylor? That doesn't even make any sense to me anyway. So you might as well build up the defense, because if you are going to play it that way and all you care about is wins and not actually improving the team, you start Tyrod Taylor so you can get 3 – because Hugh Jackson has 1 win in 95 years. So if he picks up 5 wins this year with Tyrod Taylor, it's going to feel like he's Moses parting the Red Sea of Cleveland at this point. But from a developmental standpoint, there's no reason you draft the #1 overall pick on a bad football team and don't let him grow with that team. So another thing that not making any sense to me for Cleveland is what they're doing at the quarterback position. And again, Jeff, before they even drafted the quarterback, already Hugh Jackson coming out and saying, like, yeah, he's going to be sitting next year anyway. I don't even know who our pick is, but I'm not even going to give him a chance to compete, which is hilarious in itself.
Sherry Carpenter, good to see you in here. Sam says, thank God I'm not on the Browns. Yeah, I mean, that'd be one thing that I'd think of right away. But yeah, I mean, look, it reminds you a bit of Trubisky last year. I mean, obviously reached a little bit, took a guy that I think, as far as Hugh Jackson, I mean, I don't think they can win with Hugh Jackson. I'm not, again, if you knew you were going to, if you were so arrogant to say you knew exactly who you were going to take, what did he say, 6 months ago? Then why did you bring in Tyrod Taylor?
Yeah.
I mean, so you're really just confirming your stupidity, which we already know, but
exactly.
Let's waste, what's Tyrod Taylor going to make next year? I'd love to look that up.
Yeah, but it's just retarding the process of letting your player go through, because even if we look like the Eagles, Jeff, actually, when we look back, they got lucky. If Teddy Bridgewater doesn't blow his knee out, Carson Wentz doesn't get a year under his belt, and you would be paying 3 quarterbacks. If you remember, Chase Daniel, I believe, was still the number 2 quarterback, making like $6 million a year. So the Eagles actually stumbled into getting something right when it looks like Cleveland already is going to know what the deal is, and they're still going to get it wrong.
By the way, the Cleveland Browns gave Tyrod Taylor 2-year, $30.5 million contract.
Yeah, they're just stupid, man. I don't know. Like, what do you try? Like, the point of Tyrod Taylor is what? He is not your future. You're not going to get your #1 overall pick in the game. But Jeff, before we do that, we got the pick. It's ready to go, and I'm not looking at any social media. Let's do it.
Yeah, we get it, Donnie. You don't have to say it before every pick. Donnie's not looking at social media.
Nope. So don't tweet anything in.
It's Chubb. We don't even have to guess. It's a lock.
The 2018 NFL Draft. The Cleveland Browns select Denzel Ward.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Winner, chicken dinner on the defensive back.
Drug test the Browns.
This team is diseased, dude. They are the disease. But I did hit my prop there. D-back.
What are they doing? What are they doing?
God, what an utter disease.
Browns doing?
Oh
my! I feel so like there's usually, like, Jeff, there's some fan bases that like we're in the Northeast, we're in the NFC East, very trash talking. I hope the Giants have a bad draft, the Skins have a bad draft, the Cowboys, the same way their fans hope the Eagles have a bad draft or a bad year. I have like football in Ohio, Jeff, means so much to them, so much in Cleveland. And they just have an completely inept organization that crushes their hopes and dreams every single time you turn around. This is an awful pick right here. #1 pick, Mayfield. That was an awful pick overall. This is hilarious to watch. This is why we're on live. I love it, man. I can't get enough of this. Oh, my God.
It's a disease-ridden franchise. It's just horrible. Listen, I like Denzel Ward, good player, but you need fucking – defensive line. You got Bradley Chubb on the fucking board.
Oh my God! I can't. Like, I'm amazed. I'm like, is this like a dry run where it's just like it's going to come on at at 9 o'clock is the real thing? You can't have 2. You're 1-4. You have soup. Like, I don't know if they would have went Allen or Darnold at 1 and came back with Chubb at 4. You'd be like, God damn, they're on their way. Now you look at this and it's hilarious. I can't wait to see Cleveland tonight.
What exactly are you trying to do here? So now, keep in mind, Jabril Peppers is a safety, by the way. He's not a corner. Listen, I mean, so your cornerbacks now are Breon Body Calhoun and
you cut Joe Hayden, so this is your pick to replace him too. Come on, man.
Just a hideous franchise.
God.
Just a completely. I don't even know what to say.
Is there any Cleveland fans like in this?
No, they're
like,
actually
real. Like, is there a real Cleveland fan in this chat box in here?
No, there was a guy in here earlier. I don't know where he is. He was in there. Tonio Sr. saying 0-16. I did that last year. Might have to do it again this year.
Yeah, they're not going to be on. They're not going to be on because I mean the way they were set, they have more talent this year, obviously, and they're going to get more talented. But Tyrod Taylor is going to win a few football games by default because he's going to be able to make some plays for you, which I get. But I feel bad. I actually, if you are a Browns fan since 1999 when they came back in the league, you don't deserve this, man. You don't deserve this. Like a football hotbed had its team taken from them to go to the Ravens, right? And the Ravens pick up some Super Bowls. And you get replaced in 1999 with this dreck for 20 years. And no matter how, this is the point I like to make, Jeff, with the whole analytics guys. More picks better. More picks better. More picks don't matter if you make the wrong pick every single time. Oh, my God.
Yeah, just a complete disease. I'm lost. I'm at a loss for words. I thought that was just the easiest pick that even they could make.
Chubb was a great pick. Like, you would have bookend dominant ends, Jeff. You would have bookend Pro Bowl caliber players. It almost doesn't even matter what your secondary does if you can get to the quarterback. My goodness, Cleveland. It was so easy.
And I want to just kind of go off, but I don't really know how to continue to make sense of this just foulness. I mean,
oh my God.
Yeah, really, really amazing.
No, I'm just surfing Twitter. I mean, it's just pretty funny, man. Oh my God. That's why I love Twitter. I love it.
I mean, and Donnie, look, let me explain another thing to you. Last year, sacks per game from a team perspective. Okay, you look at the leaders and you look at what exactly they did long-term in their season. Pittsburgh, playoff team. Jacksonville, playoff team. Rams, playoff team. Carolina. Did they make the playoffs? Yeah.
Carolina make the playoffs this week?
New England, playoff team. Mm-hmm. I mean, the top 5 teams in sacks all made the playoffs. So when you're looking at Cleveland, you're saying stuff, well, we already have Myles Garrett. We can then add Chubb on the other end, who is by far the best player in this draft on the defensive side of football. Maybe even the best player in the draft. You take Denzel Ward.
And you know, Jeff, top flight, right? A top flight pass rusher. They can get right on the field and contribute from day one. You don't have to work them in and learn schemes. These guys are like, turn them on, plug the battery in, and press go. Amazing, man. God. All right, Jeff, picks in. Do you want me to state I'm not going to look at social media?
So this is an interesting one. Denver Broncos. I think Rosen's a great pick. I think it'd be a great match. I think they need to make a home run play here at quarterback. I mean, for once in their life. But hey, do you take a shot here with Chubb? I mean, Von Miller's getting older. Derek Wolf's long gone. Your defensive – actually, Derek Wolf's still there. What am I saying? Sorry. Shane Ray's young. He's a linebacker.
You go Rosen, Jeff. This is really interesting because Denver, again, they made a move to get a quarterback in Case Keenum and paid him a ton of money. Are you going to compound that and get another quarterback? And you
have the ability here to put him in a good situation, kind of out of the limelight. Denver's a liberal town. You get a good offense there. I'm going Rosen here.
Chubb or Rosen, you can't make. But Chubb is such a talent that I almost just want to line him up and say, all right, we'll play with Case Keenum.
And they do have a need. I mean, on the right side, I don't think it's an awful pick either. We'll see.
God, Von Miller and Chubb, man, Jesus Christ! If that happens,
they might be high on Keenum.
Oh, come on, Roger. God damn. Here we go.
With me tonight to announce Denver's pick is Austin, who is a St. Jude patient. Austin is 17 and an aspiring broadcaster from New Mexico and a big Broncos fan. Austin has benefited from the care teams at St. Jude and is an inspiration to all of us. Okay, Austin, let's show them how it's done.
Oh my God. There we go.
In the 2018 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select Bradley Chubb.
Very nice. Very nice.
There you go.
Pick.
I mean, Derek Wolf and Chubb with Von Miller, not bad. Not bad at all. They might look. They're very high on Case Keenum, I guess. I mean that's
nice.
I don't know how I can't. I have nothing bad to say about that one. I mean, Donnie, what are your thoughts? Case Keenum. I mean, had a great season last year. He's got some weapons there. I think that's a fine pick. I mean, you got lucky that he was there. That's a dominant defensive line there. I mean, you got Melvin.
You're right, but you filled your need. If you're the Broncos coming in, Jeff, and you don't go out and get Case Keenum, now you're forced to take a quarterback. But you sort of have a luxury because do I think Rosen is going to be a really good quarterback? Yes. But when you have elite pass rushers and you can match them up, because if you can't get to the quarterback, you can't win. You're going to expect Case Keenum to come in. He's going to light the world on fire and do amazing things. I'm not so sure, but at least he can be competent back there, and he's not 36 years old. So why not take the best player available in the draft that's going to help you right away? Love the pick for the Broncos.
Yeah, I mean, in their next pick at 40, you have to address the secondary. I mean, that has to be a right of contention for them. You let go Talib. The safety would be my way there. I'm looking Jesse Bates, Denver, or from Wake. I'm looking somewhere there. There's a good group of safeties in the second round. I think they have to address that. But yeah, I mean, look, Derek Wolfe, Pecco, and Chubb. I mean, not bad. Anyone got a quarterback in the offseason that I think can help your football team right away.
No, it was nice. I don't have anything with that. I like value in the draft. When somebody that good falls to you in that position and you have your need accounted for, do you still need a future quarterback technically in Denver? Yes. But when you have that position, you already have it 4 to 5. You're not forced into it. You're not going to say, oh, my God, I have 2 rookie quarterbacks back there. I can't take Chubb. I have to take another quarterback to make sure we can solidify that. I like the pick. It's going to be nice because now Von Miller loves that pick even more than the Denver Broncos front office does, because now you have somebody on the other side that can create some havoc. That's going to be a fun team to watch. Good on the Broncos, man. Again, I'll say it.
Colts are up next. And obviously, look, the issue for this team for many years, since Luck came into the league, is keeping him healthy. Listen, I'm going Quenton Nelson here. I think Quenton Nelson is an elite run blocker, an elite tackle. It's got to be Nelson here. If I thought it'd be Ward here, but obviously he's off the board, so I would go Quenton Nelson at this spot.
You actually got to switch it up to the NFL Network here. It looks like their feed is faster than ESPN, so let's get that changed.
Will Josh Allen drop out of the first round? No. Come on, man.
All right, let's see.
In that room, I believe the offensive lineman trumps all to protect Andrew Luck. I love Roquan Smith, but they've been trying to fix this offense.
There's a lot of options here, Jeff. If you right now are the Colts with everything on the board, who you got in this spot?
I would go Quenton Nelson or Minkah Fitzpatrick, probably. I mean, you have Minkah Fitzpatrick. You throw him in with Malik Hooker. You have a pretty decent younger defense at this point. They need to get to the days of, Bob Sanders, that group. They need to get back to those days. But if it was my decision, it would be Quenton Nelson out of Notre Dame.
The Browns getting smashed out there.
Hideous.
All right, here he comes. Moving quick. At least they're not all taking the full 10 minutes. I like this.
Costanzo and Nelson would be a really nice bookend group of tackles.
Here we go.
Turn it up.
Nelson.
Yeah. That's a great pick. Very good need. Fulfilled it considerably. Really elite player. He'll be an all-pro for many years.
Yeah, no, that's one of those picks where if you're a fan, you actually don't like the pick because you like all that excitement out there. But trust me, this guy could play, what, Jeff, 10 years and be a 5, 6, 7-time Pro Bowler, maybe more than that. It's a great pick if you're the Colts. Get back that physicality. It's a can't miss, right? You have a high-level guy. It's a can't miss, and you got him. Love it. I love those.
No, I mean, listen, many compare him to Larry Allen. And look, Larry Allen's a good football player. He's a Hall of Famer. Red Bank, New Jersey, Bonnie, on the map. Love it.
Is he from Red Bank? There you go. Where do you go to school? Red Bank Catholic, or do you go to one of the Bergen Catholics, one of the big
I didn't happen to see. I'll have to check it out here. Look at this kid. He's just a mauler, man.
No, that's what you like, man. If you're a running back or you're a quarterback, you got to love that. Yeah, now, as we like to say, will Andrew Luck actually be able to throw the ball?
Red Bank Catholic, by the way.
There you go. Yeah, big school. Let's see what else we got here going on in the chat box. So Josh Allen or Rosen. Yes, that's going to be interesting. Yeah, where is Rosen going at this point? So we got coming up, 7 Tampa Bay, no quarterback, right, Jeff? 8 Chicago, no quarterback. 9 San Francisco, no quarterback. You know what I mean?
It's going to be the Miami Dolphins will be the next need.
Great pick for them, man. But I already saw, Jeff, the Miami Dolphins promised Tannehill that he would be the starter this year. How do teams do that when they have no idea what the draft is going to be like?
I wouldn't do that. I'm just still blown away by this filth that the Browns did. I'm just amazing.
Oh, yes, I see the tweets out there. It's like, cheer up, Cleveland Browns fans. You'll never know how it turns out. Like, imagine that, Jeff. You're like, well, I hope it works out. you had 1-4, Jeff, and you sit back and like, man, I hope it works.
Amazing.
It's supposed to be surefire picks. Like, yep, we got 2 really good football.
And the funny thing is, like, you could have took Barkley, and you still could have got Mayfield at 4, probably. Like,
they just the Mayfield at 1. Like, if you're going to take Mayfield, imagine if they traded out of 1, they waited, and they went back to like 8 and picked up extra picks, and then got Mayfield. Like, that's the guy we always wanted. You'd be like, you know what? At least you got something for the player. You didn't get anything, and nobody wanted that guy at 1. Nobody wanted at 1, but yet you still picked him, which is awesome. That's just so Cleveland, man.
And then you take Denzel Ward. I mean, look, he's a good player, but not that high.
Oh man!
All right, we are in a commercial break here, guys. I'll be on for another hour for sure. We'll be on here hanging out, having some fun. Tampa Bay, please give us Rosen. Winston released today, says Ron. Settle down, Ron. By the way, Donnie, Ron Walsack is an interesting character. He's called into our Viva La Vegas show, Donnie, and told us that one time he and a friend they took a woman and put her in the back of their car and tied her up. He was telling us about that. Very odd character. Good guy, but odd character.
Yeah, Brandon, we're having fun, man. It's what we like. A little unpredictability. Buccaneers trade with the Bills. So the Bills are now on the clock. Now the Bills are on the clock at 7 here. So now they go, even though didn't they just get McCarron as a quarterback? Which again, I'm not saying he's at the end all be all, but now you have to go quarterback.
No, this is a Rosen pick.
That's what I mean. Yeah, it has to be.
Which I'm enjoying because I want him to go and succeed. I like him a lot. Good place to send him, Buffalo.
Yeah, see, like when you're looking at, like I said it all along, like I thought I think he's going to be good wherever he goes. But a home run pick for him was if he somehow got the warm weather or like a dome city for Josh Allen, I think he would absolutely destroy it. I really do. But beggars can't be.
Yeah, I think obviously they like both these quarterbacks, and it's worked out for them. Our friend Gabe Morency's probably happy about this.
Yeah, you got to get your quarterback here. You got to. Now, I wonder what the Bucs picked up for this. That's a good move for them because they're not. There's quarterback needy teams trading up. You probably got a pretty sweet deal to move back.
Yeah. Yeah, look, it's Rosen if it's me.
It'd be a great move for. Look at that. You know what? Look at the AFC East, Jeff. The AFC East now going to go Darnold and Rosen. It's fantastic. Get after New England, man. Come on, get after them.
Who's on Hard Knocks this year? Do they know yet?
No, I don't think so. Oh, probably like the Oakland Raiders or something.
Browns.
Again.
Were they on before?
Yeah, I think they were.
I think the first season, maybe, right?
Wait, hold on. Were the Browns ever on there?
I don't think they were.
I wanted to say because they used to show like LeBron James coming. Hey, you know what? Maybe they weren't. Maybe the Browns.
I don't think they were. Yeah. Little MLB info here, Donnie. 5-4 Seattle in the bottom of the 9th. However, Lindor is on with 1 out. Edwin Diaz looking to close it out.
What'd they get in that week? Because we don't have it up here. What did they get on that trade deal? Do you see any stuff come in yet, Jeff, on the trade?
I'm waiting on something here.
Buffalo gave up 2 second-rounders to go up 4. So I'm not going to let you know who that pick was.
But the thing is, Donnie, here's what I'm not really understanding. None of the people coming up are going to take a quarterback.
No, but you have people trading up into that spot, though. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
You're fighting with other teams that want somebody.
Right.
I saw who it is by dummy Albert Breer. So. I thought they banned that a couple years ago.
17 quarterbacks, Donnie, since Jim Kelly retired for the Bills.
Yeah.
17
Look at that. Todd Collins, Alex Van Pelt. Look at those guys, man. Yeah, J.P. Losman, awesome. E.J. Manuel. Yeah, God, they had so many losers, man.
Who is the biggest loser? Brian Brom, probably.
Wow, there's Kelly, a lot of them. That
Jeff Toole? Christ.
Jeff Toole. I actually bet Jeff Toole in one game.
Here we go.
With the 7th pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Josh Allen.
There you go. About that.
Gabe Morency about to blow a gasket.
Yeah, that'll be a good sports rage tonight there. I mean, you gotta like if you're looking at the Buffalo Bills, like he's a bad weather quarterback, Josh Allen, right? Used to playing in freezing cold weather, windy conditions up there in Wyoming. And,
most of you missed the memo early on. You don't need to tell us who they picked. We see it. We all hear it.
They're excited. They're excited.
This is why we're here.
Jeff, they're excited. Let them be excited in the chat box. Fireball, California. All right, so now we got up on the clock would be the Chicago Bears. No quarterback there. Oakland, yeah, you're right, Jeff. Look, 8, 9, 10, still nobody needs a quarterback here. But Josh Allen is sitting out there. Who do you think would be the best team, Jeff, to trade up and maybe go get him at this point?
To get Rosen? Maybe the Arizona Cardinals. I mean, they obviously really need a quarterback. I think the Chargers at some point need to understand they need a quarterback. But I'm not really sure that there would be any takers.
He would be good. Jeff, he would be really good for the Chargers. California type guy playing in that California environment. I think that would be a good move for the Chargers. Sort of that next guy coming in, but who knows how long Phillip Rivers will play. He'll probably get angry at that pick. Listen,
we've said it before. If someone in this chat says who people have taken, you're banned.
Somebody get banned. And say it.
And of course, we knew who it was. No surprise there who it was that did that.
Let's see, man. It's Allen. It's interesting, man. Guy could have went number 1 overall, and there he goes. Still went top 10, though. Chicago sitting in a power spot. Where's the board up here? I usually like to have the next best available players.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure why, you come in here and give the picks up before they happen. Typical.
Why are you looking in there, Jeff? You know better.
Good. Fortunately, because I have to.
Move. It's not a veteran move by you.
The pick's not even in. I'm just reading the chat. I'm trying to give comments out. This idiot posts who they picked already. Where are my 49ers going? Calvin Ridley, I would take.
This is interesting. Yeah, but I'm all ears. If I'm 8, 9, and 10, Jeff, I am all ears because somebody's going to try to pay a premium to grab one of these last quarterbacks. I'm also interested to see where, the kid from Louisville ends up going.
You're talking
Lamar Jackson.
Oh, Lamar, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're talking about Alexander.
Rashad Penny. Love Rashad Penny. I love comedy.
Yeah, I have
people had Rashad Penny. Eagles trading back, Jeff, and getting him.
Yeah, I have him like late second round, 60-ish.
I love all these hot takes on there. The Bills just traded up in the first round to pick Brock Osweiler.
If I was a GM for Dallas, I would take DJ Moore, Cortland Sutton, or Van Der Esch. I think linebacker or receiver. Receiver obviously is a lot more important to them now that they have Des Bryant gone. Here we go. Picks in. I would do Susie. I agree.
Nah, hey, Kay Adams up there. Kay Adams looking good tonight, Jeff.
Mariners beat the Indians 5-4, by the way.
Woo, exciting.
So Tampa Bay gets 2 second-round picks. Not bad. Not bad little haul there to move back 5 spots.
Yep. That's expensive, man. They like Josh Allen that much. How about that? The Bears. We all laughed a couple times at the Bears and what they've done over the past couple of years.
Donnie, I'm going to flip a fucking gasket here.
Why?
I'm just going to.
Here we go.
Absolutely. You know, the Buffalo Bills, great organization. They got the best fan base in the world. I'm blessed to be a part of it.
Have you ever doubted that this day would...
Come on, Dion, get off the stage. Let's get the pick.
Never doubted. It's the only thing I've ever wanted to do.
Ace Farmer better hope they don't take Lamar Jackson or he's getting blocked.
Yeah, but why would you even think they would take Lamar Jackson with Trubisky, Jeff? Stop it. You know that can't be the case.
You know, I trust in myself, in my family, the supporting cast around me.
It's the Bears.
People that know me know me. They know who I am. I'm just blessed. I'm blessed to be in this position today. Sitting here talking to you.
These guys are faking on these picks.
Top of the world right now.
Who are you tweeting? You're looking good, by the way.
I got the Dion saying for real.
You got it, man.
I love it.
Hey, back to you guys. Well, Bill said that they thought that they could get...
Ace Farmer's a fucking idiot. That's why he's a troll asshole.
I
Fuck
don't
off.
even know who that. Look, the pick was in, and now it's not. I actually know who it is, man. I got to unfollow Albert Breer. You want to know the picks? Follow that guy. He's about 30 minutes ahead of time.
Get out, Jesse Pinkman.
I do like this pick for the Bears. Come on. Can we at least announce it? Here we go.
Defense. There's some difference makers out there, 2 safeties, and the guy I think they're going to take, Roquan Smith. With the 8th pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Roquan Smith.
It's a great pick.
Linebacker,
It's a great pick. Where did you have Roquan going in your mock, Jeff?
I had him going to the Oakland Raiders at 10.
Yeah, so right around there.
I mean, he's the best linebacker. In the
Get an instant playmaker, man. You can't hate that. It's good.
Brian Urlacher, pal.
Yeah, you're not supposed to hate these picks as fans, right? like when if you're the Bears, you get Roquan Smith, like yes, playmaker, I love it. And you're the Browns, you're like I don't know, maybe.
I mean, Danny Trevathan, throw in Roquan, nice little pick.
Like we've had those moments, and the Eagles select Marcus Smith III. You're like, fuck, what? We had a couple of those over the years.
Raiders are sick. I definitely think they wanted that.
All right, 9 on the board now, Jeff. Where are we going with this one? Sticking with wide out here?
Yeah, I really think that's what I would do here. I think you have to get Jimmy G some weapons. I mean, but I think they desperately need a pass rusher as well. But is there a pass rusher that you really want to reach for this high?
No.
Not in my opinion.
PPA.
You took Richard Sherman. I don't think you're going to go secondary here. I think the pick's got to be Ridley. I would go Calvin Ridley here if I were the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, Cody out there bringing up another good one. With the 25th pick overall to Baylor, the Eagles select Danny Watkins. Fuck. What?
Worst pick ever.
We're going to trade out of the first round. We're going to second round. We're going to get Kevin Cobb. Be like, fuck, what? There's too many of those, man. Jesus.
Yeah, the 49ers are a fascinating team. Really like this group. I've been on record as saying I think they'll make the playoffs.
Rosen to the Dolphins. If they go, you're talking about Darnold, Allen, and Rosen in the AFC East. You're finally on the right track. You guys will be finally on the right track to get after New England.
I just think here, I think you're pretty much good in the secondary. Sherman, Tartan Ward at safety. That would be Derwin James maybe, but I think you got to go offense here. You got to get a playmaker.
Yeah, and by the way, that whole stuff coming back, like I've watched Derwin James for a lot. If you ask me if I'm a GM, if it's Minka Fitzpatrick or Derwin James, I'm going Minka Fitzpatrick. I just am.
No, I had him. I had him rated higher as well.
I mean, I get Derwin James can run around real fast and do everything, but the tape doesn't lie, man. All the talent that Derwin James has, and he has a ton of talent. Like every time you watch Minka Fitzpatrick, he was freaking dominating out there. And how many times did you watch the Florida State whack defense get torched out there with him look like he didn't even give a damn? Just it's amazing how in the NFL it's all about projections, and if your umbrella score is off the charts, you go higher. Dude, pop in the tape, man. Fitzpatrick's a freaking short thing, man.
I would also very much consider, in my opinion, I would rate Sutton and Moore higher than Ridley. If Ridley didn't go to Alabama, he would not be rated as high. I mean, you would agree, Donnie, that adds to the.
Oh, it does. I mean,
It adds to the
does. He is a really good wide receiver. But you're right. Can you imagine in a high? I don't want to say high motivated, the wrong thing. Like a big stage environment, like Cortland Sutton making big plays. People would be like, "Oh my God, Megatron! Oh my God!" Like stuff. You know what I mean? They just be going wild for that kid. I love the kid. I have loved him for a while.
Yeah, him and DJ Moore, I think, are the two best receivers.
I like James Washington. Yeah, Rashad Penny. It's Rashad Penny's. He just figures he's going to be that all around good player, Jeff. Right? Just can do everything. Hey, you need me to return some kicks? Sure. You need me to return a punt? You got it. You need me on third down? I could do that. You need me to pick up the blitz? I got it. You want me to power run between the tackles? I got it. Love that kid, man.
No, I don't disagree at all. The James Washington concerns are is he a James Blackman type?
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's wide open in that conference, you know?
Right. I mean, when you're playing Kansas on a regular basis, I mean, that's, Oklahoma State. I mean, they're bad defenses in secondary.
Jeff, let's get back to the original point tonight. Number 1 overall pick, Baker Mayfield.
I just have no other words for it, really.
Now, keep in mind, too, folks, we're going to have tomorrow, we're going to do a taped, winners and losers of the entire draft and really hit on it and have some fun with that. It'll be like a 15-minute show, but I mean, you just ruined it all. Like, who's the loser of the draft? And we already have it. Jesus.
I'll actually go. I'll go with a different way. I won't pick the obvious. I won't go with the obvious choice.
All right, here we go.
With the 9th pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Mike McGlinchey, offensive tackle
that.
Notre Dame.
Beefing up, okay.
Interesting. I mean, look, not a bad decision, but I'm not sure that that's a total need at this point. But what am I? Who am I?
I guess you figure you have your quarterback, right? So you're just saying, you know what? I'm going to give him the best chance to succeed.
But you have a good offensive line already. I mean, you got Josh Garnett last year. You got Trent Brown. You have, Joe Staley. I mean, you're not going to use this guy's depth. I mean, I'm just not sure where they're going as far as the receiving.
Hey, I mean, he might start at guard or something like that, and you eventually kick him out there. I mean, you could see something like that take place. I never get mad when you take a really solid offensive lineman. I really can't hate it.
I hate taking a backup offensive lineman in the first 10 picks. It's a bad decision.
He's not going to be a backup. He's going to be a starter.
He's not going to be a starter.
He's not, Jeff. They're not going to draft number 9 overall and have a backup offensive lineman.
But you have bigger next year. But you have bigger needs. You have bigger. I mean, you don't have much at the skill positions. You just don't. I mean, is Jerick McKinnon your starting running back?
Yeah, but their offense wasn't the problem down the stretch. Like, I mean, they put up points the last 5 games with Jimmy G.
I don't know. I just feel like you should have.
You're right, but you still got a guy like Des Bryant out there. You know what I mean? Like, what happens if they go tackle here and they go Des Bryant or they supplement it later? I mean, there's a lot of dominoes to fall. But, I mean, I'm just old school in the fact that you can't have enough, like, good offensive linemen or defensive linemen. And it's not one of those picks where they pick it. You're like, that was such a stupid pick. They should have went, Tremaine Edmunds or something like that. I can't hate on an offensive line pick.
Yeah, Tremaine Edmunds would have been a nice decision. I mean, I think the big needs were pass rusher and receiver. But we'll see. I mean, obviously you're getting a player that will, play long term and be a good player there. But I don't see a glaring issue with their offensive line right now. I think you have bigger needs. And at the 9th pick, there are a lot of good football players on the board.
So McGlinchey. So now you're starting to get into these wild cards type slots now. So this should be pretty fun to watch.
Raiders coming up here. Big needs for them. You obviously go out and get Jordy Nelson, which is a big time player there. You have Amari Cooper already. I think the need here is linebacker. I thought Roquan Smith is a great pick here. Raiders have traded the pick though to the Cardinals.
Ooh.
This could be Josh Rosen.
There you go.
This could be Josh Rosen time, Lamar Jackson time.
Spot. Yep. You get him in a dome, Jeff, out on the West Coast. I like it, which again begs the difference again with organizations, Jeff. You got Sam Bradford and paid him a ton of. Is Sam Bradford going to ride the bench for $20 million?
That's kind of my issue here. Do they really trade up and take Calvin Ridley? I mean, they need a receiver badly.
No,
they're not going to do that. So yeah, I think it's got to be a quarterback here, and I think that's why they're doing this. But Sam Bradford, Donnie, I mean, you mentioned it. I mean, you're really going to pay. I mean, keep in mind, you signed Sam Bradford. He's making $10 million a year. You're going to sit him on the bench? I'm sorry, $20 million. He's playing to make it 20 mil. That's not ideal. I don't.
It has to be. It's great value. 10th overall pick. Trade up. Get your guy. Get Rosen. Get fortified. He's in a dome. He's going to be on the West Coast. Going to be playing those games. The Rams. Obviously Seattle's a little bit different story. It'll be a little bit colder and windier, but you keep him in a dome and you're going to keep him out there. I like it. It's got to be Rosen at this spot. It has to be. You can't be Lamar Jackson here, can it?
I think that's who it'll be here. I think it's Lamar Jackson.
No,
that's who.
With Rosen still on the board?
I think, yeah. I think from what I've read, they're pretty high on him. I don't know. It will be a quarterback, though. It's either going to be Rosen or it's going to be Lamar Jackson. Yeah. You're not trading up and taking a receiver here or.
No, this is quarterback all the way.
Do you take Minkah Fitzpatrick though? I mean,
no, you wouldn't trade up to get that.
No, I know. I'm just kind of trying to think about
the Cardinals gave up 1579 and 152 to move to the 10th pick.
Yeah, that's a big haul. They must really like who they own here.
Yeah, you don't do that unless.
But the thing is, I don't really know why you would trade for Lamar Jackson here because you can get Lamar Jackson at 15. I think.
Yeah, you never know the smoke screens because Miami's coming up. They need a quarterback, but yeah, I got you.
It's a dice cat and mouse game. Put it that way.
I can't see him going top 10.
Well, I think one thing we can agree, Donnie, though, is it's going to be Rosen or Lamar.
Yes, it's quarterback. Absolutely. How about if they shock the rail, Jeff? And Arizona selects Mason Rudolph.
That would suck for me because I have the under 5.5 there.
The picks in me. You didn't trade up and hang out, man. They just drag this out. We're going to get those commercials in.
You think Miami takes Rosen?
I think they would love to take Rosen. Yeah.
Adam Gase. I wouldn't want to play for him, though.
Boy, that would suck if you're Miami too. Oh my God, we're gonna get this guy, and then that's what's great about the NFL draft. Like you got to preemptive strike people. Miami needs a quarterback, right? You just move right in there, and be like, we're taking the guy we want right now, who's there. Smart move. Give up a 3rd and a 5th to move up. Great, it's great. 5 spots there. You give up a 3rd and a 5th to get who you think is. I mean, it could be. It might not even be a quarterback. So we're just game playing on that.
You know what I think would be great TV, Donnie, that they do someday? Basically make Mel Kiper listen to the awful decisions that he's made over the last 20 years and say, dude, what were you thinking here? Like you're literally like a weatherman. Like you just.
Yeah, I'm actually missing out on that. Listening to what he's saying here.
He'd be a great handicapper, Donnie, Mel Kiper.
No, he would be. Yeah. Like he never lost. You know what I mean?
Do the right thing, Arizona. Take Josh Rosen.
All right, let's see what we got here. Come on, get to the podium, Commish. Damn. Boom, boom, boom. All right, come on. They're over their 10-minute allotment. They should lose the pick now.
They should surely lose the pick here. I agree. Cops are coming for me.
They know you're doing an illegal cast, like we're talking about the NFL.
By the way, I'm banned on YouTube for a couple weeks.
Damn, Jeff,
on
why?
my private channel. Because
putting soccer up there.
I did something wrong. Champions League.
What, you showed it on TV?
Yeah, for literally 10 seconds.
Here we go.
The Oakland Raiders have traded the 10th pick to the Arizona Cardinals. With the 10th pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Josh Rosen.
Yeah!
Right, there you go.
My man. Love you, Josh.
Good spot, man. Good spot.
Love you, pal.
All right. So he's going there. Now, who's that last wild card that you want to see? Now, Miami, Jeff, quarterback needy technically. I mean, they'll tell you they like, Tannehill at this point, but I think the jury's out already on that one. Do they sneak in?
I'm definitely getting a Josh Rosen jersey for sure. Like, I definitely am.
Yeah, he went through. That's a good spot for him. That's a really good spot for him.
Sammy Sleeves.
20 million. Yeah, that's a good
He'll get
one.
injured anyway. So Rosen will be about like the fourth.
How great is that for Sammy Sleeves? You know, deep down inside, Jeff, he's like, you know what? I'm getting 20 million this year. Dude, I'll teach the kid all he knows. I hope he starts day one. 20 million to sit on 20 million to sit on the bench.
He'll probably accept it. He'll be like, well, I could be like Bradford, or I could be I could be like Nick Foles. I mean, maybe Rosie gets injured. I rescue the team. I'm the man again. I don't know. Not a bad situation for him. Decent group. David Johnson there. You know, you got Larry Fitz still. You know, they'll make some moves and get him another receiver. Get a good defense. New coach, but
no, that's a good spot for him. It really is. It's you're not also, Jeff. I mean, technically it's a big market. You know, what, top 4 or 5 in the country, but it's not that jaded market. Like if you send him up to Buffalo, if you send him up to New York City, like he can grow down there where they're not going to be like, you don't perform in your first 5 games, we want you out of here. It's a great spot for him. It really is.
No, he's such an elite quarterback. I mean, he is such a specimen of a player. I mean, if I have a man crush, it's Jimmy G and Josh Rosen. Just is. I mean,
now the same. That's good. NFC West, Jeff. You're now a fan.
I love them. I love the Cardinals now. Hassan Reddick, Temple made. Praise Martin Obuike, Temple made. Now we got Josh Rosen. What a group.
That's a great quarterback division now, Jeff. When you look at it, what it could shape up to be. I mean, Goff looks like he's going to turn out to be good. Obviously, Russell Wilson. Jimmy G looked great last year. Now you add Rosen in there. You guys are set.
And the thing about Rosen is he just has no issue. There's no weakness with him.
Yeah.
There's no identifiable weakness with Josh Rosen.
No. Like, can you imagine, like, it's funny where they end up. Like, he was able to showcase a little bit, but like put Josh Rosen like on a team like in Alabama, like, you know what I mean? Like, or somebody that could, like a Clemson that could just absolutely kick ass on defense and dominate for you. Oh my God.
Yeah, he's just an elite player. So great.
Jeff, it has it up on the NFL Network. One of his things is a beautiful natural thrower.
It is a beautiful. I was just gonna make that throw. It looks like just looks like a.
Yeah,
it's a heavenly piece of.
He's very outspoken though, Jeff. This could be an issue.
Good. So am I. I love it. I want a leader. I want a guy that just give me the motherfucking ball now.
Like, Jeff, you could have, if you were Cleveland, you could have traded out of the 1 spot and just dipped down to 10, picked up another first-round pick and maybe even a second-round pick or a third-round pick on top of that and pick like Rosen at 10. They'd be like, damn, man, Browns know what they're doing.
What a G, man.
People, Dolphins fans deleting Twitter tonight. Let's see, 110. All right, now here we go. This is an interesting spot, Jeff, for the Dolphins. In your mock, who did you have the Dolphins getting here?
Baker Mayfield.
Oh, you see that? Yeah. Pick is in, Jeff. Who is this going to?
And the reason I said that is because I mean Gase loved him. I thought he would. I did think he would drop. I just didn't see a fit for him. But it's an interesting pick. I mean, I think I'm not sure where they'll go. Honestly,
this is an interesting one.
Make it Fitzpatrick. I could see.
Be a great pick. I would like that.
You got to face Tom Brady a lot.
You're right. Who would this be? Interesting.
Maybe Vita Vea, possibly. Big time run stopper. I think it's Fitzpatrick, if you ask me.
Here we go. Best available. That's what I was looking for. Derwin James, Micah Fitzpatrick, Trayvon Edmunds. You know, a guy I watched watched and loved is Marcus Davenport. I wonder where he ends up going.
UTSI. I have him going to the Tennessee Titans.
All right, let's see. He's out. Still getting booed.
Benka.
In the 2018 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Micah Fitzpatrick.
Good pick. Yep, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, look, you got to realize, I mean, you have to be able to stop Tom Brady a bit. You got to throw someone out there that can play a physical corner. He might be the best corner in this draft. You don't have much in that secondary. I mean, Xavier Henry, decent player. Cordera Tankersley, come on. You have a pretty good linebacking core. You still have Cameron Wake. Robert Quinn, you brought him in. I like that pick. I think that's a really nice pick for them.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. Nobody's going to get mad at that pick.
I'll be honest, that might be the best pick of the picks we've seen so far. As far as need.
As always, Ian Rappaport. The Dolphins stay right where they are and take Minka Fitzpatrick, a player they never thought would be there. I can't wait tomorrow, Jeff. That's my favorite quote after the draft. we were shocked that he was still on the board. We couldn't let Baker Mayfield go. We knew he was going number 2 to the Giants.
I was surprised. Put it that way.
He's just a ball player, man. He is just a flat-out stud. Man.
My boy Ryan hates Fitzpatrick.
Why, though? Why would you hate him? Like, all he does is dominate.
Because he spurned Michigan and went to Alabama.
Yeah.
Like, he was supposed to be committed and then said, no, I'm going to Alabama. He's Jersey kid. He went to, I think he's from like Old Bridge or something.
No, yes, he's a Jersey kid. Yep.
I'm trying to think. Did he go to Don Bosco, Minka?
Yeah, he transferred around a couple of things. I don't know if it was Don. It was one of the big boys, Bergen Catholic, Don Bosco, like one of those teams, or the which is the one the D tackle went to Michigan. The big kid, was it Rashawn Gary?
Yeah,
they're called the Paladins. I forget what school it actually.
Oh, he went to St. Peter's Prep.
Yeah, Chris Carr. Yeah, that's another big one up there. Those schools are monsters up there, man. When they play the state football championship, Jeff, and the South Jersey teams, like the Catholic schools go up there, they just get run over because those schools are just powerhouses.
I think Rashawn Gary went to Primus Catholic, I think.
Yeah, yep, that's it. Yep, Gary and Peppers went there. He's right. Good call, man. Good call. Yeah, those schools are monsters. Because I remember when I was growing up, when I went to school at William Patterson, the big schools up there in that day was Wayne Valley. Or was it Wayne Valley? Or maybe it was Wayne Hills. Wayne Hills or Wayne Valley. Somebody will correct me on there. But that's where the Olsons came out of. Really good, but also Bergen Catholic was a monster school up there. Who's the one linebacker? Cushing, I think, went to Bergen Catholic.
Yeah, he's from Jersey.
Yeah, I want to say that.
Now, this is an interesting pick here. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, they really needed, look. I think Derwin James has got to be the feasible pick here if you're the Tampa Bay Bucks. I mean, is Chris Conte a safe? I mean, you have a lot of good quarterbacks in that division.
Yeah, you do.
Tampa Bay needs to take Derwin James here. You throw him back there with Vernon Hargraves. That's a nice little, pairing there. Safety corner. Brent Grimes, he's old, injury prone, but he still has a year or two left.
They got a good D line. You could say that. So yeah, get some backup.
Yeah, I think that'd be another real good pick. I mean, don't overthink this one.
ESPN's slow as hell in the draw with their best available players.
ESPN just sucks.
ESPN's second best overall player right now, Jeff, is Minka Fitzpatrick.
He's gone.
I know.
I mean, if they don't take Derwin James, I don't know.
Need D. You're not going V to V, right? You don't need D tackle. You don't need Deron Payne.
No.
You trim on Edmunds, but you have some pretty good athletes.
At
linebacker. There.
I think Derwin James.
It's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. Yep. They ain't going quarterback.
I mean, and there's no running back good enough to reach for here. So I mean, running back's a major.
Curry. So I mean, they got a decent D line down there.
Yeah, running back's a major need, but they won't do that. I think it's safety. It's got to be Derwin. Are we getting his Derwin prop or the Ridley prop? Yeah, I think he's going to go to the Baltimore Ravens. He could go to the Packers. Yeah, there's plenty of teams left. We still have how many picks to play with? And we still have like 7 picks to play with. I'll be honest, man, that was only minus 120. I mean, obviously I want to win, but I'd much rather hit the plus 180s and the big juice ones.
Yeah. Yep. Jeff, the pick is in for the Tampa Bay Bucs.
Yeah, this is about as easy it's going to get. I don't really even have to look at this one. I don't.
Jesus Christ, listen. The Eagles have had one of the bottom 10 picks in the first round 9 times, Jeff, since 1981. Here are the picks. Leonard Mitchell, Leonard Renfro, Jermaine Mayberry, John Harris, Freddie Mitchell, Lito Shepherd, Mike Patterson, Danny Watkins, Marcus Smith. So out of that, who performed?
A lot of them didn't work.
Yeah, exactly. Mike Patterson was okay. Lito Shepherd was a great pick. But other than that, Jermaine Mayberry was serviceable.
John Harris
sucked. It was awful. Renfro, that guy was out of the league quick.
The Watkins was horrible. Jerome McDougal, did you mention him?
No, but he was in the higher. They're just picking, I guess, in the bottom, like 10.
I mean, what a pick, though. Like, if Tampa Bay does take Derwin James here, what a great move. I mean, you went out and got some picks, and you got your guy.
Yeah. That's how you win on draft day. Yes. He's still booing him.
2018 NFL Draft. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Vita Vea.
Wow, what? What?
Well, he's a great player. I love him.
No, he's a great player, but I don't think that's the right move there.
No.
I guess you say you match him up with McCoy, but you already have a strength there.
Yeah, I don't really see. I mean, why'd you go out and get Bo Allen then? I mean, what was the really thought process there? I mean, he is one of my favorite players in this draft, though. I mean,
can't miss.
What a hawking individual. Yeah, he's Lodi Nada. That's what he is. He's Lodi Nada.
Well, they're gonna. So Vita Vea goes to.
I mean, he is an
skins on. Is it Washington on the board now?
I mean, he is an absolutely elite run stopper. I mean, Christian McCaffrey and those guys, Alvin Kamara, better look out. I mean, this is a good football player, and that is a really good front seven all of a sudden there. What a powerful individual. My God. Just a complete road grader.
Yeah, it's a can't miss. You can't.
I mean, look at this guy on tape, Donnie. Just a complete maniac. I mean, and what Samoan doesn't work? They all work. They're all just really they're like Europeans in basketball in the NBA.
Yeah,
they're just so talented. I mean, what a great player. I love him as well. I might get a jersey of his also.
So now you got the Skins, Jeff, sitting here at 13. They go Derwin James.
I would have thought they would have took Vea. That's why I had him going to.
You know what? Edmunds would fit in really nice with Washington.
Rashad Evans. Bit of a reach, though. Too high.
No, I mean Tremaine Edmunds.
Tremaine. I think that's a bit of a reach, too. I have him more in the 20s.
How about Davenport as an extra pass rusher for Washington? They got some options. Derwin fits in with them, though.
Now, Donnie, I wanted to make this clear to you, okay? So yesterday, when we did during the roundtable, I think I mentioned it. I mentioned there was a prop on 5 dimes. Vea before Davenport, it was minus 120. You know what it closed at?
What?
Like 1-4. You flipped. Vea, he's getting drafted for Davenport.
So now you got, Jeff. I mean, you want to talk about Tampa Bay making moves? JPP at one side, Vinny Curry at the other, Vita Vea, and then you have McCoy. That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I still think Derwin James is the pick there. That's the need you needed. As far as this group, I don't know. I mean, I think Derwin James would be a good pick here.
He just seems like a Redskin too, Derwin James.
Yeah. I mean, DeShazer Everett and DJ Swearinger.
Yeah, come on.
Calvin Ridley, maybe?
Up, man. Teams are getting better tonight, man. That's why I love the draft. Teams are getting better.
Calvin Ridley?
They go wide out in. I mean, I guess, right? I mean, they did go Doxson last year. They go wide out again.
Well, they're not going corner. I know that. I think it's a decent match for Derwin here.
EOP.
Yeah, Anthony Sarro. Yeah, he's an animal. Who's going first? Chubb or
McCoy? Am I going to get high on Tampa Bay again this next year, Jeff, after I whiffed on them last year?
Oh, I definitely am. I said Winston could be a good MVP candidate.
Yeah, I'm going to tell everybody at the IFBC again I like the Tampa
Donnie,
Bay.
we loved that kid or that team. We were all over Tampa.
I thought Tampa would be good. I really did.
All the round table. We were all over it.
I thought they would take a step up forward. They didn't.
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, it would be great. Lamar Jackson goes to Washington, Jeff, when you already have Alex Smith. Like, wouldn't it be hilarious?
I want to make this clear. I did say that I think a really good match for Lamar Jackson would be New Orleans. So,
yeah, but why though? Why would he be a good match in New Orleans?
Because Drew Brees is 39 years old.
Yeah, but Drew Brees, like Sean Payton, is that super accurate timing offense. That's like the opposite.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to take him, but all I'm saying is I would consider it. To me, I think they'll take Hayden Hurst, but
I love Hayden Hurst. Love him.
The only issue I have with him is, I mean, Donnie, he's going to be 25 years old by the time.
Yeah, that's the Danny Watkins argument, right? Remember that?
Yeah, and you have 4 or 5 years. That's about all you have.
Sean Robinson just plays 4 units on the Jets in this series. I love the Winnipeg Jets, by the way. I love them.
I don't. I'm the wrong person to ask there, cuz. Maybe I would talk to Ian Cameron on that one, pal.
Ian Cameron. All right, here we go. The pick is in. This is an interesting one. I like this part of the draft.
Mr. Gargone, do you like the Bills trading up to get Allen? No, I like them trading up, but I would have took Rosen, not Allen.
Yeah.
But it's not a horrible pick.
That's where GMs keep their job and lose it on plays like that, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, Donnie, you look at the Redskins, you take Derwin here. I mean, you got Josh Norman, Derwin James. Yeah. That's a nice little pairing there.
You got Green Bay coming up. They don't need a quarterback. Neither does Oakland. So we'll see.
Yeah, did you see that video, Donnie, of the huge draft party there?
Which one?
Browns fans reacting to Mayfield?
No, I didn't. See, I'm missing all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
I just retweeted it.
Oh, you did? God,
yeah.
All right, let me see.
This will be an interesting moment. The Redskins pick in the home of the Cowboys.
Make the right pick. I don't want Derwin James for the Eagles, but it's the right pick.
I would think it's either going to be Derwin James or Payne.
Thanks, man. We know. Payne's decent.
That's a pretty funny video. All right.
In the 2018 NFL Draft, the Washington Redskins select Payne.
There you go.
How about that? Why'd they go D-tackle again, huh?
Because they wanted Vea, I think, initially, and he was the second best thing.
Yeah, they got the big kid out of Alabama. So they're just going to – like Alabama guys on that D-line, I guess, right?
Yeah. Jonathan Allen and Durham.
Yeah. How about that?
Payne, good-looking kid. Good size.
Matthew Berry says, Derwin James or we riot. Okay, we riot.
Time to riot.
Dude, I'm glad. See, I like that. Good. I'm glad he's slipping. Because I'm not one of those guys, Jeff, that says, all right, I don't care what you did on the field, throw in a pair of shorts and just beast mode out here. I'm glad he's dropping for that.
Maybe he'll drop to the Eagles.
32nd, yeah. New Orleans trading up at 14 with Green Bay, Jeff. Uh-oh.
Lamar time.
Oh, yeah, you don't trade up unless it's a quarterback.
It's Lamar. I told all you motherfuckers. He's going to fucking New Orleans, baby. So, yeah, Donnie, you look at right now. It's Jonathan Allen.
Yeah.
Daron Payne. Ziggy Hood.
Yeah.
Not bad. Ryan Kerrigan.
Yep.
Still a shitty secondary, but that's good for us, right?
Yeah, Josh Norman, just ride it out.
I think people are starting to see that run defense matters. If you defend the run, you'll win.
Or push the pocket.
Correct.
Yeah.
Coverage sacks, baby.
Oh.
Lamar Jackson, second best quarterback in this draft.
Really going to the Saints?
That Daron Payne party looks lit, man. I would love to be at that. Yeah. That looks lit.
Looks like a wedding reception.
Yeah, it looks so lit. That is sweet.
Got the DJ.
They probably got a sick. Yeah, they got a sick DJ in there bumping like.
Yeah, like see, everybody hugs now. You probably got the ESPN camera. You do a quick interview, and as soon as that cuts, Jeff, they just bust out the alcohol and it's going. Man.
I don't really care if you cry.
Nope, like, you're throwing
little Uzi
all
Vert
over the place. Oh my god,
Uzi Vert comes out. Cardi B's there chilling.
Yep, Juvenile's coming out of there.
Paul Wall with grills. Hey, here you go, Daron. Ready for you, baby.
Oh my God, the Saints. They're going to get Lamar Jackson. Has to be. You don't trade up for that.
I don't really care if you cry.
Now, what does Drew Brees think about this, Jeff? Is he going to be very upset?
This could be Derwin James.
Yeah, but see, here's like they trade up, and you're trading up to get your quarterback, but Drew Brees isn't going anywhere for at least 2 years at least.
Yeah, but I mean, he's 39 years old, bro.
Now, how far do they come up though? How far do they come up from
27th?
Yeah, you going up that far to get Derwin James though?
Yeah, it's far. I don't know though. Lattimore and Derwin James and Von Bell, and they got a lot of pretty good group.
Getting up like that though.
Maybe they're sick of like idiots like that moron that jumped over Stephon Diggs. Like, we're not letting that happen again.
Nope.
What was that kid's name?
I can't even remember.
Oh, damn, Donnie. Donnie, did you see that tweet that guy wrote?
What guy?
Love your show. Great stuff. I tailed you all basketball season, but I think Rightside holds you back. His voice is unbearable to listen to. That's great.
Usually I get complimented on my radio voice. That's a rarity.
Yeah, I actually think you have a pretty good voice, Donnie, and I would tell you if you didn't.
Yeah, you'd be like, man, I can't even like Donnie. We got to cut back shows to a half hour. I can't even.
What kind of low life would hit me up? Why not just like DM me? Like, what a low life.
Nah, we probably know who these guys are. I probably flamed them. I probably destroyed.
No,
them.
he tweeted you recently. He said, "Best of luck to you, buddy."
Oh, he did.
Oh no, he was talking to the right side. Sorry, never mind.
Yeah, see, I probably destroyed that guy.
One of those fuckheads.
Yeah, people get their feelings hurt and reincarnate themselves on Twitter.
Dude, Rightside 32 is the biggest hack. One of the biggest hack touts.
Look, if you're going to come into the game, you should pick somebody successful and try to mirror that name, and then just be like, hopefully, like people confuse us.
BMOC, when were you last called white chocolate? Not very long ago, actually.
Really?
Dude, I got a hood pass everywhere, man. Come on, bro. Saints need a tight end. They're not going to take Goddard. It'd be Hurst if they do. And they're not trading up to take Hayden Hurst, Glassman. But I agree with you. They definitely need a tight end.
Yeah. Who are we going for here, Jeff? This is a great pick.
I think Lamar Jackson, but I don't know. Do you trade up?
Whoa. They gave up a 2019 first also? Whoa.
They must really like Lamar Jackson. Jesus Christ, bro.
Why they snuck that in on me in the bottom line? I'm like, not bad. Swap picks, fifth, and a one.
Green Bay's just like, in Aaron we trust, baby.
Damn. BMOC, what's the beef with you and Rightside? I thought you meant me for a second. I'm like, damn, we beefing?
What's the beef with me and Rightside? He's a fucking shithead. What do you mean, what's the beef? He's an ass. That's why.
Yeah, they gave up a one next year, too. Holy cow, Jeff. That's a good move for Green Bay. Jeez.
Which, for the record, would be a late one, but still.
Yeah, Ace, they can't be going Marcus Davenport.
You're not taking Davenport, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
With all that you gave up, you're taking Marcus Davenport.
It's quarterback. Yep.
Got to be Lamar.
It has to be.
Tanner Lee.
They're going after Jair Alexander, Jeff.
Jair. I like him, though, actually.
Pretty cool, though, if that turns out to be. Deron Payne. Pick is in. Get up there, man. Introduce us, man. I want to see this guy go. BMOC, have you tried Crocs yet?
What?
They're life-changing, Chris Carter says.
What is Crocs? I don't know what that is.
Just said you get mad at Crocs, the slipper shoes.
No, dude, if you wear them, you're a fucking weirdo.
Jeff, if you come to IFBC rocking some Crocs, man, we'll love it.
It would never happen.
Like white ones, too. Like
unless they promote me. Like, if they pay me to wear their shoes, I'll wear them.
Like straight up white Crocs.
That was the only way I'd wear them. I don't wear Crocs. The only sandals I wear are Jordan sandals with black socks. South Philly suit, baby.
Yeah, real Gavone style, baby.
Yes, fucking South Philly Gavone. 12th and Rittner wear.
Yeah.
With the Caesar haircut parted up the middle Donnie, look at the camera. You know, South Philly kids that get the bowl haircut right in the front, white T-shirt, black shorts, South Philly suit.
Yeah, absolutely.
He looks more like an Uggs guy. I'd wear Uggs for sure. I definitely would wear them. Steve Madden, Aldo, fuck yeah. Nice little pair of True Religions, fuck yeah. That's where you go out to get a cocktail in. Donnie cocktail.
Nurses and doctors swear by Crocs, Jeff.
Well, it's because they got to be comfortable. I for nurses think it's great for a girl in, you know, what are they called? Those things they wear. What are they called?
Birkenstocks? No,
the clothes they wear. What are they called?
Oh, scrubs.
Scrubs, yeah. I mean, they're comfortable.
That would be a great job. You're right. I mean, it's a tough job, but if you're gonna have a tough job, you know, wear some scrubs and stuff. That's got to be comfortable.
Chicks don't dig men in Crocs. Well, that's not surprising, actually.
Really?
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
It's got to be Lamar.
To the New Orleans Saints. With the 14th pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Marcus Davenport.
Whoa!
What the hell?
This is a great draft.
That's fucking.
I was ready to tweet out Lamar Jackson. I like this kid, man.
Everyone on ESPN's like, whoa.
I like this kid, dude. Like, just because he's UTSA, people out there, and you haven't seen this kid ball, he is a ball. I mean, you want to like, that came from Buffalo.
That's a horrible. You did all that to take him?
Yeah, but I didn't agree. Like, I didn't think you should take Lamar Jackson there with Drew Brees there, but what you're giving up a first-round pick, moving up that spot to get Marcus Davenport, who again, he's a really good football player.
Yeah, but all that to get him?
Yeah, it's
seems like a lot. I don't know.
Damn.
But hey, good for him. Good for you. Good for the Roadrunners. San Antonio. Shout out to San Antonio. Great city.
He's a really good player, man.
Yeah, that's a lot to do to trade up for him.
Jesus, that's some good highlights there. He's good. He was fun to watch. I enjoyed that kid. Bet a lot of UTSA football, man. That guy was a bedrock player.
Wow. Yeah.
He's really good. I mean, he's got a motor. He never should have ended up at UTSA.
How good would you feel to be him, though? It's like, wow, they did all that to get me.
Yeah, yep.
Awesome.
He's a good.
I like seeing kids like that get drafted. You know, kind of guys that no one heard about until a week ago.
And just balled the hell out. Like, man, that whole thing, like Cleo Mack coming out, like, oh, he's from Buffalo. And I was like, dude, you ever watch that kid play? It doesn't matter if you're from Buffalo.
And look, I'm for one to think that's a pretty fucking good conference. I think it's a pretty solid conference, frankly. I mean, you got a lot of good quarterbacks in that conference, you know.
No, it's a lot to give up, though. You're right.
That's my issue. I mean, that's a lot to
unless you had that guy Jeff circled, and then you get word down the line like, "Yo, Oakland's taking him." I mean, somebody must have spooked him to jump that much and give up a first round. Because usually, if you're going to make that move, maybe you give up a 2 this year, a 2 next year, a 3, a 1. That's a big price to pay. A 1 for next year. Damn.
Yeah, no, you're totally right. So what we got next? The Raiders.
What is it like? I like reading all this stuff. Like Dave Gettleman is like Giants GM Dave Gettleman. Once the Browns took Baker, I told our guys, don't even waste your time. We're taking Saquon and we're going to run. He didn't even want to listen to offers at that point. So let me get this straight. Like, does that say that the Giants wanted Baker Mayfield at 2? Like, is that what that reads? What do you mean? Like, we weren't even going to wait around? What? Who did you think was going to be there then?
Yeah, good point.
Make stupid shit up, man. That was a great move by the Packers, by the way. Great move. So the Raiders are up next. All right, so we got here. Jeff Derwin keeps falling.
Yeah, he is.
We say we'll hang in for the Raiders pick here, Jeff.
Damn, Lorenzo, I've been trying. They're too good, though. Sorry, man.
Jeff, cut back on the Chiefs. Maybe he's talking to me.
Dude, they're way too good. I can't. I've been trying. It's hard.
Talking to me. What about Cooper? What about Cooper? What about Cooper, Jeff? Answer the question.
I'm not sure who you're referring to. Amari? He's with the Raiders.
I don't know what he's saying there, man. Jesus. Yeah, Gruden is a clown. It's interesting to see how Gruden's going to translate back to the NFL with his spider two wide bananas and stuff.
Settle down, comedy people. We'll be off. Settle down.
Jeff, the Penguins beat the Capitals 3-2. How about that? With no Malkin and the other little guy. Yeah, I can't believe that. Goddamn Flyers stink.
That one kid's good. That Gunsel or whatever.
Yeah, he is good. And Hornqvist. The Raiders. Let me guess, Jeff. Are the Raiders going to just pick the fastest wide receiver right now?
Listen, I just want someone to take Calvin Ridley so I can win this problem. Dun, 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 dun.
Come on, man. Who are we picking? Radish? Jeff, Tremaine Edmunds still hanging out there.
I have him going late, Donnie. I don't have him going to like the Steelers.
That is a Steeler type pick, isn't it?
Yep.
All right, here's our last pick.
Second administration order.
With the 15th pick in the 2008
Mike Hughes.
NFL Draft, the Oakland Raiders select Quenton Miller.
Quenton Miller.
Wow, that's a fucking reach. Holy fuck.
That's Raider football.
What an awful selection. Holy fucking shit. What a hideous decision. He's not even ranked top 5 offensive lineman. What a reach.
And Derwin James drops another spot.
He has maybe starter potential. Maybe. What a terrible pick. Ugh. He's a second round pick. Ew. Now that's a disease. Christ.
Dang.
Quenton Miller is a good player. He might be a starter.
Trying to get rid of Donald Penn out there. Damn.
Donnie, listen to this.
Yeah.
His tape tells exactly who he is. He's big and has decent length, but he's an average athlete and will always be up and down depending on the guy across him. I think he'll start, but I don't see anything special.
Dang. Oh, the Bills are in the building again, Jeff. We got to stay on for one more pick, I guess, here.
No, we are.
Damn. Now, who would the Bills be going after right here, Jeff?
They could go Tremaine Edmunds.
Trading up for him, though? How about Ridley in this spot?
I hope. I would love it.
Did he get the young quarterback and the young wideout to grow?
Yeah. I mean, do you really trust Zay Jones? Take Ridley, please. I want to win this prop.
Yeah,
another trade.
Yeah, Bills.
No, he is fencing another trade.
This will be interesting. Ryan Bennett doesn't like. He says he doesn't trust blacks, Jeff.
Yeah, well, he's gone. Fuck off.
There's some Nate Solder in this guy, Jeff, that they drafted.
Yeah, well, that might happen. There also might be some fucking Nate Newton in them too, but it's probably not going to happen.
Bills didn't give up that much. Swap the picks back. Give up a third rounder.
I think it's Edmunds or Ridley.
The pick is in. Come on, get up to the box. Elliot Shore Park says, if Derwin James keeps falling, the Eagles should call about the price to move up. They don't have enough picks as it is. Here we
Right.
go.
Derwin James is the highest ranked player on the board.
You could trade Michael Kendrick, maybe.
They could be a defensive player, but I think it's wide receiver if they go on the other side. You don't think Ozzie Newsome would trade?
I don't think Derwin James is a bad pick here. I mean, is Jordan Poyer long term the best option?
Bada-bing, bada-bum, bing, bing.
The Baltimore Ravens have traded the 16th pick to the Buffalo Bills. With the 16th pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Jermaine Edmunds.
Ooh.
There you go.
There you go. Get your power linebacker in there.
Yeah, I was thinking it'd either be him or Ridley. So it's a good pick. I mean,
Go.
I had them taking Evans at 22, so it's similar.
Derwin. Who's going to get a trade up there and get Derwin now? So who's up next? Chargers?
I actually, Donnie, it's funny. Donnie, look at this.
What?
If I make one pick, look at the Chargers pick.
Yeah, let me see. Hold on. Go talk.
Look at that. Look where I have look where I haven't taken. Amazing. If I make one pick, I'll be proud of this.
I can't see. Slide it up. Now talk.
Just perfect. Just absolute perfection. Matt.
Derwin. Yeah, there you go.
I have him. It's all there documented, baby. I'd be very proud if I had Derwin James correct.
Derwin. Yeah, turnover is very random and lucky. Is correct. You can if you have a really good defense, it's still random if you can get a turnover. Minka. Go, Charger, go. Yeah, Lloyd, I haven't had a picture up all night on YouTube.
Peter Coolio. Do you guys make big bucks? Yeah, we do. We're both millionaires.
Coolio, get the stretch.
All right, we'll do this pick and then we'll jump off.
All right.
Looks like we're being infiltrated by fuckheads tonight.
I don't know. Maybe it's one guy we haven't heard from in a while.
Good point.
Let's see what we got here. The Bills fans kind of happy about that, Jeff.
Good pick.
I like that pick. I do. Chargers need quite a bit of help. Seattle. Derwin James would be the ultimate Seattle pick. Seattle would probably love to get Derwin James. Also seems like a Cowboys type pick. Five minutes. Yeah, let me check out some scores out there tonight. What the hell is going on in the baseball world? Giolito, Jeff, having a good night out there. Damn, Dylan Bundy stunk, huh?
Orioles are inept.
What do we got? NHL. We saw that score. 3-2 final. Sharks coming up. NBA. Milwaukee's up 2 in the third quarter. Not much.
I wish the draft was on all night. I wish it was on to like 4 a.m.
If you just had all the rounds at once,
just pick after pick, and I could just sit on the air and just critique everyone.
It just starts at noon today and just goes all the way to midnight.
I actually wish it was for the next week. Nothing but drafts. Just
Cleveland's going to be burning.
With the 780th pick, the Philadelphia Eagles select Mike McCoy, Washburn University. Like just pick after pick. Millersville players get
Remember
drafted.
McCoy? We drafted the wrong guy. McCoy, Matt McCoy.
Yes, I do remember him. The more I look into the Niners pick, the more I like it. Well, I don't agree with that. You need offense. You need help skill position-wise. Do you guys play football? No. I actually was an all-pro at North Carolina, though, Peter.
Yeah.
Big-time guard, actually. Larry Fedora, great coach.
Chargers taking their time, Jeff. We trading out or what? What are we doing? Come on. Trading out. You going wide out? What are we doing here for the Chargers? Taking value?
Derwin James.
James Daniels.
No. Center? No. Josh Jackson?
We'll make this pick so we get out of here. What's the deal? Jesus.
Yeah, Brandon, it's legalized. We're actually going to the book right after the show's over.
Yep. Monday.
Borgata lights. I'm living the life. Because I'm rich off
All right,
cocaine.
pick is in. Our last pick. Let's go.
Interesting aspect here. The pick is in. Seattle is now officially on the clock. Mike?
Yeah, I'd love to give Anthony Lynn a little bit of love here. When you see a team start 0-4 on a new coach, you can talk to this. That's a shaky moment. You've got to keep that locker room. They ended up, 9-3 the last 12 games, and I give Coach Lynn a lot of credit.
We don't need writers, Chris. We're all creative in our minds here. Can we make this pick for Christ's sakes? Jesus.
The pick is in. The Seahawks are on the clock. The Cowboys are on deck after that with the Lions in the hole. So that's the way things are going. Let's go to the podium right now and get
Pompton.
from the commissioner coming out here.
Do the right thing. Get a replacement for Eric Weddle.
Derwin.
In the 2018 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select Derwin James.
Yeah, good pick. Listen, Donnie, we're on tomorrow night. Am I right?
Yep. We're on tomorrow night. Yes, absolutely.
Yes, we'll be back for the second round. We're also on tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock a.m. We'll talk about the draft and more. We'll talk about NBA. We got playoffs. Hey, if the Celtics win tonight, Donnie, Sixers Celtics Saturday afternoon. How about that?
There you go. Yep.
We'll talk about that and more. See you tomorrow, 10 a.m. Gabe Morency's up next. Catch him. Bye-bye.